Hey everyone, and welcome back to Grand Theft Auto 5. On this video, we're going to be completing the Strangers and Freaks mission, Death at Sea. Now this mission becomes available once you purchase the Sonar Collections dock. So this property right here in the northwest part of your map, you purchase this property and then the mission becomes available. Now before we begin, this mission counts towards your 100% checklist, so it'll count towards your Strangers and Freaks. However, it's not necessary. You can do other Strangers and Freaks missions instead to fill out that category. And unless you're like me and you just like doing everything, I highly recommend you skip this one because it's really long and it's got a rather bad reward. But if you want to do it anyway, I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's go ahead and purchase the property. You have purchased the Sonar Collections dock. The business will assist searching the ocean around San Andreas for nuclear waste. You will receive $23,000 per nuclear waste found. Use the submersible to search for nuclear waste. And property purchased. Get that autosave in there. And we could go and pick up some nuclear waste, but all I'm going to do is get in the submersible and just leave the dock area. And what that's going to do is cause the quest to appear. So the quest isn't to get the nuclear waste. We're actually going to be getting submarine parts. So let's jump in the submersible. We'll get away from this dock, and the mission giver should appear. It says, follow the sonar blips on Trackify to locate nuclear waste lost on the seabed. So, like I said, we're not going to do that. We're just going to head out to sea, and once I see that question mark on the map, I'm going to turn around and head right back. And there it is. So, let's turn this thing around. And back to the dock we go. I can't seem to fix this camera. There we go. Had me stuck under the water. Alright, so we'll just park it right where we found it, or at least close enough. And back on the dock we go. Over to our new mission giver.
Hello.
Hello. Thank God you stopped. Were you a fan of Frank Mathers?
Frank Mathers, the TV guy who used to do the shows about space until he became obsessed with undersea exploration? No, not a huge fan.
Frank was my husband.
By not a huge fan, I mean, not a huge fan as much as a fanatic.
He was a cruel and heartless man.
Well, like I said, I was not a huge fan.
But I loved him.
Didn't he leave his sick wife and 5 kids to run off with you?
We loved each other.
I'm sure he did.
And I'm penniless. Now, more or less. Well, Frank's submarine broke apart while he was trying to save the San Andreas white shark. But his body was never found.
You know, people thought someone tampered with the airlocks.
That's an outright lie. That was never proven. I love Frank, and Frank loved me, which is why we invested so much money in life insurance. If we could just prove that Frank was dead and that the airlocks weren't tampered with, I would sleep so much easier.
I bet you would.
I'll make it very worth your while.
Guess I could take a look.
A dinghy is now available at the marina property to search for the missing submarine pieces. So we've had this dock all of like a minute, and we're already cluttering it up with all of these sea crafts. So we're gonna get in the dinghy, and we're gonna use this to find the submarine parts. Now, it's not, there's not a whole lot of searching involved, to be honest. Once we get in this thing, let's see, it says the nearest area where submarine pieces can be found is marked on the map when driving the dinghy. And I actually just got an email too. So what does that say? It says sonar collections at ifind.info, nuclear waste. Dear Mr. DeSanta, not a subject line you receive every day, I'm sure. I'm an environmentalist currently based in Paleto Bay. I hope you don't mind me contacting you out of the blue like this, but I heard you recently purchased the dock at Paleto Cove. I don't know if you're aware of the extent of the problems with pollution in San Andreas, but nuclear power facilities are pumping large amounts of waste into the ocean on a daily basis. As a local businessman with a vested interest in the coastline, any assistance that you can possibly provide in cleaning up our seabeds would be much appreciated. Every little bit helps. Warm regards, Dr. Varley, Sonar Collections, Doc. So that's just about the nuclear waste. That doesn't concern what we're currently doing. So once you get in this dinghy, if you open up your map, you're going to see a giant green circle. And we're going to go to that green circle, and it's going to have some of the submarine parts. And they're going to appear as radar blips near your location. So you just go to the center of the blip, and you find yourself a submarine part. And this whole mission is kind of on rails. So there's 30 parts we're going to get, and each location will have one or several parts. So you're just going to go from location to location. As soon as you clear out this first green circle, a new circle will appear. And you'll just go from circle to circle, pick up the submarine parts, and once you have 30, we'll return here. And there's a lot of driving the boat around. We're actually going to go around the entire landmass of the game. So we're going to like circle around the whole thing. So like I said, this one takes a while. And unfortunately, the reward is not that great. So we got to the green circle. It says, when inside the green marker areas, your sonar will be in range and you can use it to help locate the missing submarine pieces. So there's our radar blip. We're going to go right to the center of it. And then the piece should be just about directly below us. And let's see. Now, there's a lot of... I don't know what happened in the ocean. It says dive underwater to search for the submarine pieces. I know that. So I don't know what happened in these oceans, but they're just like littered with crashed planes and submarines and all kinds of stuff. So it's like the ruins of some like crazy war. But usually the parts, if there is like a crashed plane or something like that, they're normally in the cabins of the planes or like the hull of the ship or whatever. So if there's some sort of structure, it's usually best to look inside of it. And let's see, we picked up 2 pieces and there's still another one here. So this first area's got at least 3. And this one's a little out of the way. Let's see. Is it in this thing? No, it looks like it's past it. So down here. And what is that? Just a jet? I think that's just a jet engine. Well, I don't know why it's like separated from the rest of the plane. It's kind of weird. And there is our part. Move it, fishies. And bam, 3 out of 30, and it looks like we've cleared out this area. So now it's time to go back to the dinghy, and when we open up our map, it'll show us a green area, and it just gave us a tooltip: return to dinghy to continue hunting for the submarine pieces. So that is exactly what we'll do. And what is Michael doing? What is this? Who goes scuba diving in jeans and sneakers? What is this? You don't prepare? You got money, man. Go buy a wetsuit. What are you doing? I know I'm in control, but he should just automatically be doing this. What is this? Alright, we're back in the dinghy. Let's open up the map. And the next circle is way down here. So, the distance between some of these areas is pretty big. So what I'm going to do is, whenever it's a super large distance like this, I'm just going to go ahead and skip the video forward. Because otherwise I'm just going to be driving for like 2 minutes and not really anything all that interesting is going to happen. So let's go ahead and just skip forward. Okay, we're approaching our second circle now. It looks like we're right near Fort Zancudo. And there we go, we're in the circle, so the radar blip has appeared. And it looks like it's about right here, so let's jump out. And what is that thing? I don't even know. Hey, look at that, my stamina's at 100. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, there's 4 pieces. I still don't know what that is. Is that some sort of engine? Yeah, I don't know. Some sort of vessel crash. That's clearly a plane. Maybe some dude from Fort Zancudo was learning how to fly planes and it didn't go that well. Okay, where is this one hiding? Oh, I remember this. Yeah, come to the back of this plane and come, like, inside. There we go. And there we go. In the cabin of this plane, we find it, and it looks like I got some body armor while I was at it. Oh, and I forgot to mention, so even though the reward is bad on this Strangers and Freaks mission, you can make it a little bit better if you keep your eyes peeled while you dive down to get these parts. You'll see a lot of guns, body armor, things like that, but there also will occasionally be briefcases. And those briefcases will have money in them, and sometimes it's a lot of money. So, like where I'm at the moment in terms of money, I don't need it. It's just a drop in the bucket for me. But if you do this mission a little bit earlier in the game, it might be a good chunk of change. Sometimes those briefcases will have tens of thousands of dollars in them, and at one point that was a lot of money to me. So if you see any briefcases, definitely be sure to pick them up, because it could be quite lucrative. And let's see, did I pass this up? I think I did. I think it's inside of here. Maybe. Let's see. Down here? Yep. It's right behind this ladder. Oh, it's right on the ladder, actually. And it looks like this area is now cleared. So we're up to 8. And I got a little bit of a swim back to my dinghy. Such a weird word, dinghy. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I don't actually know. I've always assumed it's pronounced that way. But every once in a while, somebody corrects me on a word that I'm butchering. I did a Battleborn video recently, and my entire life, I thought it was Dijin. D-J-I-N-N-N. I don't know why I said N-N-N. D-J-I-N-N. I always pronounced it as Dijin. I always thought the D was... I didn't know the D was silent. And somebody corrected me. So, went my entire life saying it wrong, and nobody bothered to tell me. So maybe dinghy, I'm doing the same thing. I don't know. So if I'm saying that wrong, somebody tell me, because I don't like sounding like an idiot. Alright, we're back in the boat. I'm just going to call it boat now. I'm all self-conscious. And let's see, that the next circle is close enough. We don't need to do any video skippage. We'll just head on over to it. Still pretty close to Fort Zancudo. And alright, there we go. And the radar blip is right over here. And oh, there's a shark. So every once in a while, you're going to run into some sharks. And in my experience, as long as you keep swimming, they don't actually ever catch you. But I could have just been getting lucky. So like right now, he's right on my tail. But I found that as long as you keep swimming, they never actually catch you. Now hopefully this one doesn't prove me wrong, because he is sticking right on me. That's a little scary. Oh, I just like swam through him. What was that? Oh, don't touch me, shark. I actually don't know, like, if the sharks are just like smoke and mirrors, like if they can't actually kill you, because like I said, I've never been killed by one. But I'm not really in the mood to test that out. But he sure did seem to go right through me, didn't he? And I've never been caught before, even though they've been like, I mean, they're a freaking shark. I'm just a dude swimming around. If you really wanted to kill me, at least in real life, the shark is gonna win every single time. But so far in the game, they just leave me alone. They kind of like use scare tactics on me. They'll like circle around and act like they're gonna eat me, but they've never actually managed it before. So anyways, if you run into a shark, just keep swimming. Don't let them get close. You should be fine. And alright, so where is our next circle? Oh, it's way down there, all the way past the airport and in. Right at the port, actually. So yeah, we're definitely going to skip the video forward for this one. It's going to take me quite a while to get over there. Alright, it took a while, but we're finally here. Here is the green circle, the beautiful scenery in the background. And there is our radar blip. Such a fun word to say. Blip. Towards the blip. And let's see, where is it? Where's this piece hiding? I'm like right on top of it. Oh, there it is. Right in plain sight. And it looks like that's the only piece in this spot. So we'll jump back in the boat, head to the next one, which I believe is close by. Guess we'll find out. Yeah, that's pretty close. Let's just go ahead and drive over there. Can take in the beautiful sights. A helicopter up there. Hope he's not searching for me. For once, I didn't do anything. And of course, I have no criminal record, so why would he be after me? And there is the ship we blew up way earlier in the game. Still haven't sent a crew out to clean that up. Guess it's just gonna be there forever. And we're coming up to this green circle here. I remember this piece. This one is right under this dock. So come over to this thing. And it's actually really close. Oh, I better not beach myself. It'd be bad. Because I'm pretty sure I need this exact boat in order to find these submarine parts. If I lose my boat, I think I'm kind of screwed. I would have to go all the way back. I've never actually done that before, and I don't intend to find out here. Alright. And now we're going to go under these two bridges we flew under for the under the bridge challenges, I guess we call it. The under the bridge thingy that we did. These two were two of the harder ones we had to go under because they're so close to the water. And we're in the green circle. There is our blip. And let's see, where is it at? Right here? Yeah, about right here. This can't be all that deep. Oh, not deep at all. And there's our part lying next to... What is that, a crane? I think that's a crane that fell over. I swear, they do not clean up anything in their waters. They're just like, oh, it fell in. Guess it's gonna stay there forever. Alright, next green circle is right up here, right before the race. Right here. And what do we got? Oh, right there. Is this another crane? People just like pushing the cranes into the water? No, it's not a crane. What is that? I don't know. some sort of rebar. Well, not rebar, but some sort of steel thingy. Alright, turn the boat around. And it looks like we're heading back out to sea. And backtracking past that last submarine part we just grabbed, so that's a little weird. And right over here somewhere. Oh, I remember this part. So, this is technically one area, but we're gonna grab the piece here and then get back in the boat and go to the next radar blip, because it's gonna send you to, like, I don't remember, like 2 or 3 in a row, and they're kind of spaced out. So if you swim to each one, you're just gonna swim pretty far and then have to swim back. So it's much faster to just grab it, jump back in the boat, go forward to the next one, grab that, back in the boat, and then to the last one. So that's what we're gonna do. If I could actually turn this boat, there we go. The dinghy. And right about here looks good. And I see it right there. And what are we at? We're at 16. It's actually going fairly quickly, and look at that, my lung capacity went up, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense since I'm using an oxygen tank. I don't quite understand that one, but whatever, I'll take it. And I believe this is the last one in this area. So here we go, jump out. And where's this one hiding? I can't see because of this flashlight. Oh, it's right there. Alright, 17 out of 30, and this area has been cleared out. So, where is it gonna send us next? Oh, not too far at all. It's like just next to this giant freighter. And giant is an understatement. That thing is huge. Alright, looks like about right here. And that one's right there on that piece of wood. I think it's wood. Is that metal or wood? Looks like wood. Alright, 18 out of 30. Back to the boat. Alright, where are we going? We are going this way. Looks like I gotta turn around. Yep. Getting some nice air off of these waves. Let's see about this one. Ah, that was weak. Ah, that was pretty good. Alright. About right here. And another crashed plane. And this one's right near that tail. I think I just saw one of those briefcases. I saw something. I'll go check it out. Maybe give me some money. It's another, oh, actually, that might have just been the other submarine part. Oh, it was. That's what I saw. Alright. And, oh, there's another one here. It's over this way. Alright. Is that it? Or is that a briefcase? Oh, no, it's a health pack. This one is up ahead. Up here. It looks like I'm gonna have to swim into this plane. Is that a freaking dolphin? What was that? I think I heard a dolphin. Oh, there he is. Ah, check it out. That's cool. Alright, is it in here? Yep, here it is. Back wall. There we go. 21 of 30. And back to the boat. Which we actually got kind of far from. Didn't realize I swam that far. Oh. Wait, what is that? Oh, that's my boat. Oh, I was swimming towards my own reflection. And my boat was over here. I are smart. Alright, where are we going now? Oh, we're backtracking. Okay. Turn the boat around. Yeah, it looks like we're going back to the port. Somebody messed this up. Not supposed to backtrack, we're supposed to go forward. There's the moon. Just a sliver of it showing. And the green circle is up ahead. Nothing interesting to look at over there. Unfortunately, that's just that port that's got like the bazillion crates on it. That has a letter scrap on it. But I've already got all the letter scraps in the game. Did that fairly recently, actually. And there we go, got part 22. And back in the boat. And oh, next spot's like right in front of me. Alrighty. And there's the blip. I need to use blip more in my life. It's such a fun word. Blip. Gonna add that to my daily vocabulary. I don't know how. I'm gonna find a way to use it more often. Alright, what are we looking at here? It's just some... I think this is just some sort of like... some sort of natural formation. And there's another dolphin nearby. I don't see him though. I'll happily take dolphins instead of sharks. Those sharks scare me, even though they've never gotten me. It's just unnerving being near a shark. But at least it's not real life. I'll take the virtual sharks. The real sharks, I'll let them have their area. I won't invade. They can have all of the ocean to themselves. I don't need to go mess with the sharks. Alright, and this one's right here. I'm not sure how these submarine parts got to these places. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Like, I guess he crashed, or his submarine was, someone tinkered with it to make him crash, and then somehow the parts got spread all over the place. Not quite following how that works, but whatever. It's a game, we'll accept it. Maybe the dolphins, like, spread them all around. Alright, next green circle is way up the coast. So we're gonna go ahead and skip the video forward. Alright, we have made our way up the coast, and we are now approaching that green circle. And there is the blip. And it looks like about right here. Let's go ahead and bail out. And oh, lots of underwater plants here in our way. Wait, what the heck? What are they suspended from? They're suspended from nothing. Alright. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But we'll pretend we didn't see that. Alright, we're at 25 out of 30. We got another piece up here that I'm not seeing. Let's see. Maybe it's underneath. Let's try going under here. He's kind of a bad swimmer. He doesn't really go where I tell him all the time. Actually, I don't think I can go under. It must be like a... Yeah, here we go. There's an entrance into here. Whatever this thing is, I think it's a boat. So here we go. It's on the shelf back here, and we got another part up ahead. And let's see, what is that? That's just a gun. Ammo is the last thing I need. I've got tons of ammo. So into this, whatever it is, some sort of structure, and there we go. Got another part, and look at that. There's another part further up. So that's gonna get us to 28, leaving only 2 left. And where is it hiding? Hello, fishy. I think it's underneath. I remember one of these being underneath. Although apparently I'm remembering wrong, because that's not where it is. Must be in the back then. Oh, actually, maybe it is underneath. Let's see. Oh, I was right. There it is. Alright, 28 out of 30. And we need to get back to the boat now. Oh, and there's one thing I forgot to mention. So, in the description, I put that I achieved the trophy, I think it's San Andreas Sightseer. It's the trophy for seeing all of the maps, so getting 100% on the map. And you won't see it in this video. This is actually the second recording I've done. And that's because we had this like crazy heat wave where I live, and it was so hot my computer fans were like working overtime, and it sounded like a lawnmower, and it ruined my recording, so I had to re-record this, and that's why you're not seeing that trophy pop up. But I did achieve it. Apparently there was some part of the map in the sea I hadn't revealed yet, although as you can see, like, there's still areas missing, but apparently I don't need those. So anyways, I went up the coast and around. I finished this quest, and at some point, it unlocked the trophy for me. So that's why it doesn't pop up, but I did achieve it, and I don't quite understand how it works. I guess you just have to get close. You don't have to reveal every single tiny portion of the map, so that's good. At least there's some leeway, so at least you're not in a position where, you know, you've got like just a tiny little fraction of area you haven't discovered and you can't find it. So that shouldn't happen to you. As long as you get close to seeing the whole map, it should pop up for you. And this next spot is way up there, so whoa, way up there. Alright, so we're gonna skip the video forward once again. Okay, so we're finally coming up on that green circle, and in my experience, this last one, because this is gonna have 2 parts, I believe. This last one's always had sharks, and yep, there we go. So you get to swim with the sharkies. And even though they've never killed me, I want to make sure he gets a little further away from me before I jump in, because that makes me a little nervous. Although he's not gonna do it, is he? Alright. I guess we're gonna have to just do this. I don't know why I'm suddenly so nervous. I've always just jumped in before, but he looks so menacing. He's just circling around. He's like, do it, buddy. I dare you. Come in the water with me. Alright, we're gonna do it. Oh, see, like he swims right over to you, like, oh, I'm gonna eat you. Oh, I'm gonna eat you. But then he doesn't, hopefully. Oh god, he's like right on top of me, dude. No! Stop freaking me out. Go eat a seal or something. Leave me alone. Yeah, there he is, just kind of hanging out nearby, and I think he just disappeared. Oh, no, he didn't disappear. He's still nearby. I'm not even tasty, dude. I'm just a middle-aged man. Alright, where is this thing? It's over here? I'm so confused. Where is this hiding? I want to get this and get out of here. Alright, here it is. And there we go. That's 30 submarine parts. Let's get back to the ship before I turn into shark food. And we got some more of those plants just kind of suspended from nothing. That's very odd.
Hello?
So, I think I got the pieces from Frank's sub.
You did. That's wonderful news. Can you meet me back on the pier at Polito Cove?
I can, but the thing is, well, I'll tell you in person.
Alright, so we need to go back to the Sonar Collections dock where we first met her. And I believe it's quite a journey. Yeah, so it is time to skip forward once again. So here we are back where it all began. And I'm looking over at the timer on this recording. It looks like it's been about 50 minutes. So about 50 minutes to get this one done. It is not quick. And come on, Michael, climb that dock. There we go. I knew you could do it. And let's see, she's a little bit closer to the start of the dock. And let's run up to her.
Come on. I'm a bundle of nerves.
Hey, I found it. Well, here's the good stuff.
Oh, you precious, precious man.
Yeah, but I gotta tell you, I think the airlocks were tampered with.
No, that's just normal wear and tear. It may surprise you to learn that along with being a beautiful, finely put together woman, I am also an expert in nautical engineering and glass degradation.
Yeah, but I mean, look, it's... Oh. Looks like Frank tried to scratch a message in with his last dying breath. It says, someone tampered with the airlocks.
How can that be? My poor Frank. It must have been his ex-wife. Very bitter woman.
Yeah, well, I don't know anything about that. I'm not a detective, you know, but something doesn't ring true here.
No, I know. The police are in on it. I'm going to take this to the FIB. They'll know what to do.
Yeah, well, that's your business. Hey, whoa! You said you're gonna make it worth my while.
Yes. This should be plenty for your time and discretion.
It's $10.
Here's a signed photo of Frank. He was a lovely person. You would have been great friends. He loved his fans. I've got to get going to the FIB, I mean.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Oh, lady. $10. $10 for all of that.
I hope you treasure that photo. There are only a few hundred of those left.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just gonna walk near you with my shotgun.
Maybe? I'm a widow. I can't be seen cavorting with another man.
Oh, don't worry. Nobody's gonna be seeing you soon.
I wish I could have given you more, but the life insurance people have been such snakes.
Well, I think I've seen about just enough of her.
I really must get this to the FIB.
Ah, that felt good. Nobody snubs me. And there we go, mission passed. Now, beyond your amazing $10 reward, according to the interwebs, this car right here that she drives can only be found this one time. So it's not exactly the coolest car, but apparently it's very, very rare. So either it's the only time you can find it in the game, or it's just extremely rare. So I don't know what the case is, but if you like collecting rare cars, take her car and at least get that as a reward. It's a, I forget what it's called, a Seiya or something. Let's see. Declass Asea. So, anyways, if you want a unique car, go ahead and take this thing. Alright, so we did it. We completed the quest. We got all of the submarine parts, and we made her pay. Let's kick her a little bit. There we go. Alright, well that's going to do it for this video. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.